I, although I was Amritari at primary school, but later on secondary school life, we had so much influence of communist people and communist teachers and staff within school that the children were taking no notice of religion. I was one of them. So I was part of the communist propaganda and doing some work on their behalf, going for votes and everything. I was virtually communist at that time during my child life. So I didn't appreciate Sikhism at all. But my grandmother used to get angry, but she wouldn't punish me for that kind of thing. She knew. And our own professors, they used to go to Russia and talk about communism and communist way. One day, the whole world will be communist. And at about that time, there are about 30% of the nation that are communist, and in a few years, the whole world will be communist and everything. We were not spared, the children were not spared from this kind of. Even some of the community people used to talk to them. Why are you doing this? They are only innocent children. Why are you preaching communism to your classes and so on? And some of the people, even myself, we dropped the middle name, the Singh or Kaur from the name, and people are proud of calling themselves with their first name and surname only. The middle names were being dropped by some writers, many famous writers as well. But although some other forces were working out, toward the dignity of the Sikh faith and about their rights and everything, particularly water rights, particularly language rights, particularly jobs, and later on, even the jobs for the Sikh soldiers were cut down to minimum. So that changed my life again. I think they are doing too harm to our way of living. Not just religion, the whole way of living. Our mother tongue was being cut down. People, it was discouraged from the school. The school curriculum didn't have any pages on Sikh history. It was the main Indian history in the Nehru's and Gandhi's and their contribution for more independence and so on. I changed my views because of the reaction to what I saw. I thought that everything was unfair at that time. The independence brought many challenges to Sikhs, and the Sikhs suffered because of that. So my reaction to that was becoming Sikh and having pride in Sikh, studying more books about current affairs, newspapers, and other things, books.
So,
And instantly, library books from Birmingham were telling me more about Sikhism, Sikh faith, and Sikh history than any propaganda or any education from Punjab. I thought it was the circumstances, the situation that led me to cut my hair down, and that's the one thing I regretted most in my life. Luckily, I started back in the same shape in 5 years' time. So that 5 years was kind of nothingness in my head. It was just my one aim, doing some overtime, getting settled, buying my own house. That was the only thing at mind at that time. But later on, when I was self-sufficient, I thought of reading and being a Sikh once again. Sikh for some time, but Amritari from 1998.